Morning, Joe. All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to a stream again. Tuesday, we have reasonably busy day. Not sure what to make of today. We've got FOMC and CPI tomorrow, so I can kind of think we might drift higher today. Morning, Matt. So we've already made our move. We've already filled this gap from yesterday, which is a little bit disappointing that happened already. So this was the area I was targeting. This gap, this weekly open gap. So we had a nice little consolidation yesterday in the Asian session. Euro dropped, and then London ripped hard. So it didn't take any of the sells, but managed to get the buys, which was nice. So you got a buy from here, got the sell, the second sell here, just to fill the wick. That one was really nice. And then New York did the usual thing, recovered most of the move. Pushed up into this little gap, and didn't fill it. Then we had an Asian session, again it's consolidated, and we've had some negative news come out of the UK, so this is giving this a little bit of a boost. So the news was an employment news, so we can have a look over here. You can see it listed. We had unemployment. The people claiming unemployment increased. So over the last, it's not telling the whole story here. It's not telling the whole story, but they were expecting 10,000 and they received 50. So yeah, it's not explaining the whole thing. So we've got another. I'll show it on financial juice. Average earnings. This one increased. Unemployment ticked up higher. But if we have a look over on FX Street, you can see there was a few more news items that wasn't listed here. So you've got employment change over the last 3 months, which came in minus 140,000. So that's an extra little. You can see there's a bunch of ones. What's my time? My time's a bit funny. There we go, it's better. 7 o'clock. So about 30 minutes ago. So yeah, we just came in lower than as in bad numbers. We've seen a little pop here. We saw pound US drop. That we should see UK 100 give it an even better boost. Yeah. Look at that. Nice one. Yeah, so now looking ahead, what we've got is we've got a few speakers. This is the issue that I find today, is that we've got numerous ECB speakers, 8 o'clock, 8:10, 9 o'clock for the stream, and then we've got 2 more leading into just before the hour before New York session starts at 12 and 12:05. And then that's it. We don't have any Fed speakers because they're in Fed blackout. Then tomorrow you can see we've got a busy day. We've got UK GDP numbers to come out in the London session. And then we've got the big one, CPI in the US and the US interest rates. So I'm kind of expecting to drift higher today with this news. And then I'm expecting tomorrow, FOMC, to actually be probably more bearish. Probably a good chance that we'll have it's a bit of a negative day. And then we'll probably see Thursday start the drift higher again. So, and then Friday, who knows? But I kind of think at the moment that's the likely scenario. Bullish today, bearish tomorrow, bullish on Thursday. But obviously we'll see which zones we hit. But yeah, it's a little bit disappointing that we've already made a move. Unless you got it, then it's excellent. But I imagine that, you know, this gap here, this was the easy move. Morning, Tony, Daniel, Des, Alice. Hey guys, in the Zoom.
Haydos.
What's going on? Good to see you here.
Yeah, mate. Got back and had a bit of a chilled weekend, and yeah.
Nice one.
I'll come back to it.
Cute. Yeah, long weekend, wasn't it? Alrighty, so let's have a little look. Got some things to show as well after the stream. So yesterday we ripped down and we got some nice buys from this green zone. And if we look in this green zone, which is held, two green zones we had. Look at the 15-minute. You can see what it was. You see a little bit of structure, and then another little bit of structure. So New York low, New York 50%, and then this top one, little bit of structure. This is the one that held yesterday. Held nicely. So dipped into it. It dipped into it, and then it ended up doing the wick fill on the higher time frame. So if we look at, like, say, the hour, this was the wick. Okay, the wick. New candle closed bearish, closed underneath. I only got this piece once it closed underneath the support. I only got this to here. Then the buys took charge. Annoyingly, this push stopped my runner because I got the buys here when it just moved down so fast yesterday. Yesterday was exciting. If we look over the 1 minutes, just on the open, just absolutely shot down. Push down, drop, then even a gap, and then dropped. And the time I got into that trade, price had already moved down. Just in the London session alone, 102 pips that had just dropped. So a huge movement just for the London Open into a lovely area. Executed some buys, closed 50 pips back at this line basically. Held a runner. Was hoping that the runner could play out. Took the sell down. That's the idea I gave at the end of the stream. On YouTube as well. Saying, like, put an alert here. Once that alert goes off, because something will close below. This is a real easy move to do the wick fill. Unfortunately, it took my runner. And then I didn't jump into buys again. But did get buys in the New York session, which was good. But more for NAS, not for German. NAS did something very similar. Very similar, where we had New York session pushed down. Here's my buys in NAS. And then that's it. That's all she wrote. So now we had the weekly gap. This is the weekly gap that we opened, and then price shot down. New York tried to close it yesterday. Drift down. Did anyone get that? Anyone that was watching charts earlier managed to get these buys to fill the gap?
Yeah, I got that one.
Nice one.
Very low risk though, because I had another entry at the bottom of Asia and it hasn't got there yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now I'm expecting the price to continue higher. So I think I'm going to take a buy from around here if it comes back down. But I need to be careful because I took a loss last Tuesday. Last Tuesday and last Friday, I took losses in the London Open very early in the session. Because I saw it was pulling back, and it gave us a nice entry, but then it closed when the London session started. The 30-minute candle was actually closing like this, and I was already in a buy. It bloody just went downtown. Right, huge rips to the downside, so I need to be careful of that because we have left that Asian low intact. So yeah, I want to get a pullback. I'd like to target, well, I wanted to target that gap, but now we've got a bit of structure across here, and I could probably recycle some of these lines, but this is a little bit of supply, and this is the demand zone, this Asian session. So I would like it to take this. We do have some gaps under price as well. I'm not sure if I want it to take the Asian low. And if we are going to drift higher, where's my target? Where's the next target? Well, for one, an easy trade idea would be closing the side, very, very small space, but closing the side of structure. Then I think we're going to take the New York high, at least until like, say here. So that would give us 35 pips for the scalping session. If we close above here, then I think that's an easy move. So yeah, I think I'll be looking for that. On the 1 hours, I really would like to get a pullback, then push up, then close above, and then move up, and then make this a much bigger move. But yeah, a pullback and a closing above this wick, then we're going to see more upside. But just the timing is crucial for this session.
Hayden, did you see the indicator gave us two beautiful entries on German in the last, well, since Europe, since London Friday. Both of those ones down at the bottom were clear entries on the 1 hour indicator.
Oh yeah, I didn't look.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, that got me into the long yesterday as well, which it's working out quite nicely. I mean, you need to be obviously quite thoughtful about how you apply it, but it is picking up the session lows really nicely.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, I was thinking how to utilize that better for lower time frames as well.
Yeah, well, I've just been looking at it on the 30-minute and the hour, just to give you an idea when you get price action that takes liquidity and looks it's already moved 100 plus pips, for example, then it's quite often giving you a nice entry to go back up the other way.
Cool. Yeah, we'll have a look at that after. I've got some other cool things that I've worked on last night for 8 hours that I think I could have made a lot better time if I was better with spreadsheets, but I'll show you what I've got. You guys can have a look now as well if you want on it. So,
How do you read the COT data on German?
there's none.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's none, unfortunately.
Oh well.
Yeah.
You get the euro.
Yeah, get the euro. All right, so trying to think of a counter trade as well.
I just took 27 pip scalp just on that short off 1 minute double top.
Nice one. Yeah, I was thinking if the time prevailed, I would take a short from first touch into this structure. So this is the that little bullish candle. That little bullish candle is actually quite appealing for a supply. Anyway, it's done now.
Well, I didn't want to hold it into the open, but so.
I think you possibly could have.
I probably could. I'm testing out new software, so I'm sort of it's squeamish in it still.
What's the software?
It's another prop challenge. The Equity Edge. It's that one that Eddie posted a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Last week. It's not as too dissimilar to what we've used for trading, but not too bad.
Yeah, no, I picked it up as well. It's I found it was slow.
Yeah, it's got some there's definitely some latency on it.
Cause I was trying to close something and it was like, and I was trying to put a trade on, and it just seemed to be like when it worked, it was fine, but it took a bit to actually click it. And I pushed close and it was thinking, and close it was thinking, close and it was thinking. Not that it was like lag, it simply wasn't clicking.
Yeah.
You know. But once it actually did say close, like once I could select the trade I wanted to close, it then opened up the trade box and then it was closed and it closed immediately. It was just, I had a VPN on though, so I'm not gonna. Sometimes my VPN makes things go a bit funny because you don't. It's not an app, is it? They make you add to homepage.
Yeah.
So it's much slower than an app.
Yeah, you get like I said, for the dollars it was worth having a crack. So.
Yeah, $20.
I think I paid $30.50 Australian.
Yeah, 20 US. Sorry, yeah, 20 US. Did Eddie get his payout? I know he was waiting for it.
I couldn't speak to him today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, last week I saw he put it in to get the payout.
Yeah, I don't know how this 100% works or not.
It's the same day, so but there's always the setup because Alpha took bloody weeks.
I think it's the same day after 7, but you can only do it after 7 days. So when you put the process through, once you waited your 7 days, or once you've been trading it for 7 days, then it's the same day.
Yeah, okay.
Look at the wording, mate.
Yeah, they're all like Alpha took ages to absolute age. I had to open up a ticket, and then Blue Guardian as well. They took a long time. Then it was going to be meant to be 48 hours. 48 hours went by, and then I thought wasn't no rush. I waited and waited, and then like 3 days later, they sent me a link to set up the new thing as a contractor. So then I had to go through that, and then waited, and that just disappeared. And then they changed the system, and then they said, "Oh, you need to redo everything again, and then contact support to be able to get the payout that was meant to be pending because I already requested it." So it's just sitting there in the ether. they're all, yeah, they're all a bit funny.
We're at their, what do you call it? You're marching to the beat of their drum, so you can't really, not much you can do about it.
Yeah. There's no rush on it. It's just, as long as you get it, that's the main thing.
Sure.
All right. Well, this is, yeah, I definitely don't want to take a trade and get burnt, but this is looking very similar to what I did on Tuesday last week, when I thought it gave a good opportunity for a pullback. But then it dropped, it kept on going past my entry into my stop loss and beyond. I'll go back to it. There was one on Friday. So where this is a little bit different because it pushed up. The difference here is that Asian session is above where I entered. And this one today, Asian session would be around here because Euro's gone up and done this. And I entered on this guy. No. Yeah, maybe I did. I entered somewhere in here. Bloody got burnt. That pissed me. I was really shitty on Friday. Really, really shitty. Tuesday. Stop. I don't remember this. Oh, I'm going too far. That's 2 weeks ago, I was gonna say. Oh, this was Tuesday, yeah. No, Tuesday, this is where I'm pretty sure I got... Anyway, I lost in here somewhere. I try to burn that from my memory, so it's a bit hazy. Friday was the shitty one. This one. Price dropped. So price pushed up with this. So Asian session, Euro, price shot up, and then I took a buy in here somewhere. And then it just went downtown. That was awful. Awful feeling. Now, we are here. So, this is what I'd be thinking if it pushed back into this area. I was thinking I'd give that a go. But if it's dropping, and in the next like 10 minutes, and then it's closing, then the 30 minutes going to be looking pretty vicious. It'll be like engulfing the previous candle, closing below that, no wick. And in that case, the hour is going to be looking like a heavy rejection candle. And this is a supply area. So I don't want to go in without a confirmation, I don't think. Morning, Johnny. What are your thoughts, guys? What are you looking for? Oh, Ty's looking for signs of reversal around 50% or lower of the breaker bar. So, is this are you calling the breaker bar the one that broke out? So you're looking for some buy in this area? Oh, I see a DAX long. That's the plan anyway. Yeah, I'd like to see it just today. I would like to see it drift higher, and then Wednesday's FOMC with the this one's a big one because it's the middle of the year. It's got the economic projections, the dot plot. So this one I kind of want it to drop on Wednesday. So up today, down Wednesday, up Thursday. That's what I want to see. But guys, what's your plan in the chat?
I quite like this level here for a buy, actually. It's been Friday was the only day last week that London and Frankfurt took out both sides of Asia. It's typically waited for New York to take the other side of Asia once it's broken.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice if it just did like the reverse of this day. Where it was like range, little range, drop. This the inverse, and then London just power up.
Yeah, that's it.
So I got 7 minutes left. I do like this zone to trade from. 550 to 590. Looking at gold, Eddie.
It's a bit, I'm watching it indeed. It's looking like it's just broken support. But there's another support right below it.
Mm-hmm. What are the yields doing today? We're very bearish.
Mm.
The DXY could fill that gap.
Well, it is tempting to get in from this level, but I'll be patient. But it is tempting to take a trade from here up to this level if it gives us this, because then that would be around 70 pips. But maybe from here, this zone, there is a little. If we get closer to the open and we're still in this zone, then I probably will give it a buy wherever price is going to be, and I'll probably just keep my stop pretty tight and go for risk reward. Something like this. I've changed it from red because it's giving me anxiety. But if it's going to stay closed above here and not go into this area, but give us a bullish candle, this next 5 minute candle closes bullish, or even if it closes down like that, I could probably, yeah, I don't know, it's a bit risky. But I do like the idea of it pinching liquidity from here with the soft employment that came out for the UK. I do like the idea of it pushing bullish, but I would like to be buying from lower. But the conundrum is the 30-minute candle would look like a rejection from here. So the safe trade for me is up here. This is the safe trade. Once we close above here, I'd say the retest and up at least to this yellow line. That, to me, that's the safe trade. Anyway, I'll just wait till I can wait 3 more minutes. This was the opportunity, a good opportunity pre-London, having moved up 60 pips into this little supply area, just looking for like a little release, little reaction, but I wasn't ready for that one.
I've just re-entered breaking that low.
Nice one. I'm hoping, because we've got some, actually we do have some chatter as well, 8 o'clock and 8:10. Yeah, it'd be nice to fill that gap. I'm hoping that they're going to say something that drives Euro up. I've got my eye on EuroCAD. I'll show you why in a bit. But I'd like to see EuroCAD continue pushing a bit higher, and then I'm looking to sell it, like as a swing trade later on. Maybe not next week, but potentially the week later. Looking to sell from up these areas to come down. But so I need something to happen, because this got a long way to go up, still another 200 pips before I think we could have a nice little sell. Because I want CAD to weaken sufficiently, and then Euro start weakening. Yeah, I'd also like to take something from down here, but I don't want to take it when it's coming down, because I don't know how low this would go. So I want to make sure they're not entering here, but entering on this side. I think I'd be happy to enter with as prices, not waiting for bullish candles to close, because I think I'd miss. I want the risk reward to be on my side on this one. Don't know where my stop loss would go, but I'm planning this area. All right, 20 seconds. Yeah, sausages morning. Round number 1.5. Yeah, I like that number, Johnny. All right, 3 seconds. Yeah, if it gives it. If it rejects, it could be in. Okay. Waiting for this one to close. Yeah. So the plan is close something to break the high and close higher than this wick high, and then I'll look to take the retest. So I want to see something close like this, and then stop would go underneath the candle, and I'd look for that if it does this. And then it would be something like this. And I've waited for the drop, wait for price to push up, and then I'll try to take this piece. So I want to see something close above. Alright, 10 seconds, come on, close above. Close above, wick down, and then get in. Alright. see if they're chatting away. So what's going on? Let's go, come on. Which gaps are you looking at, Ty? Yeah, gaps always suck. There's an escalation on the Lebanon border, is there? Hey, Tom. Is there now? And these little conflicts, you know, unless they, it's kind of like they want them to happen. These little conflicts can turn to big conflicts. Yeah, if we can just push a bit higher, I'd be very happy. At least to this area. I don't want to see rejections from this area, but I'd love to see it close higher than that. Timing's critical though. So I really don't want to see this, because this is, I want to see it be comfortable above here to be happy. And at the moment with this gap as well, and this gap makes me a bit uneasy for rejections, because I've been up 10 pips many times and it's come back on me. So we're up 10 pips at the moment. And yeah, like clockwork. So this 15 really needs to close. So we've got long 5 minutes to wait. And it's a fairly, I haven't gone on too much risk. I'm happy to add more when it's up here, because I really don't like this area. So I'd like to scale in, add some more weight on that trade. Something like this, once we're above here. This happens a lot. Looks good, 10 pips up. Take a little bit just in case it pulls back. Look to scale in if you can, and try keep your risk low. You guys looking at any other pairs? See Eddie looking at Pound Aussie and gold. What's UK 100? UK 100, ooh, for this. Yeah, I'm not really liking the way that's moving. Euro US looking along, yeah.
I was gonna say I took the gold sell.
Oh, good one. Yeah, I'm thinking of just bailing on this one. Yeah, gonna. Not too happy with it. Really hate this area. So what I want to wait for is price to be above here. Wait for all this to go. Really not happy with trading inside, being up 10 and then down. So I want to trade above here. I want us to get out of this crappy area, because I don't think anything's been taken necessarily, in terms of like we're just in this area where it's just going up and down, up and down. So unless we see like a good rejection, I want to trade above all this crap. Once we're out of here, trade in above, especially if this candle, this one here, is about to close. It's looking like the 15 minutes are looking nasty. So now waiting for it just to get out of this crappy area above here, and then look to go. This is a safer zone to me. Yeah, good move. Good move. Because that's that gap right there was just had alarm bells all over it. And you see, like, it's all looking good in the last 5 minutes. Has created this candle. Now it's downtown, so yeah, very good. Wait for price to retrace down first before moving up to fill the gap. Down from Friday to Monday. But if price taps into the gap first, my setup isn't validated. Might look too short then. Yeah, just wait for it to get out of this crappy area. Same as yesterday. Like, price shot down into a fresh zone. Then it's okay to take like that impulsive move, but once it's inside of here, like it's really appealing to get like the highs and the lows, but even just waiting for it to like do all of its London Open stuff, once we actually leave the zone and we've got like a clear target, it's a much cleaner move. I know risk reward suffers and there's patience and waiting, but sometimes it's better than getting caught up in all this whipsaw. So that was the danger here. Move up cleanly, come down, create a little support, and then we've got gaps above price and below price. So if we're rejecting from up here, from this area, there's really no point holding that. So you've got to get out early. Really got to get out early. Nice to the sell that you took. Only had to go through a little bit of drawdown. But a nice little one-to-one there, at least. Maybe not quite one-to-one.
How do you read the unemployment news, Adam?
You didn't?
Not high. No, I'm asking. What's your take on it?
The UK?
Yeah.
Oh, I said it earlier when I started. Yeah, it came in lower. That's what led to this push from here. Well, we saw pound drop on that news. And then you see the inverse. So equities, not the German, the UK 100 went up. Yeah, so it doesn't. Forex Factor doesn't tell the whole story here. If we go to like FX Street, there's a few other little extra ones that Financial Juice talk about as well. So you've got the unemployment 3-month rate. up. We had employment change for the last quarter, 3 months, down significantly. The people filing for new unemployment benefits increased, and then big rise. So I don't think there were any. Yeah, so they revised the last number down a little bit, but all pretty soft across the board for unemployment, like bad numbers. But then you had earnings that increased. So the earnings, wages, that was a little bit inflationary. So yeah, it all just adds weight to the Bank of England, looking that they're going to have to. Well, it will bring up the chats to cut. So I'd imagine that's going to just lead to longer term pound weakness. And yeah, I guess that's the main takeaway is pound weakness, which should correlate pretty well with UK 100 strength. So this is the only trade idea I've got left now at the moment. Is just got the alert, just going to sit patiently, wait for it to break above these highs, and then take this part. Just stay away from this Tuesday open little period.
I was waiting for buys in here. I just got a second entry in here now.
To buy.
Yep. After it filled that gap.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was my buys on the day, so that's why I sold down to that area. The Asian 50, you've got that breakage structure.
Yeah, I'm looking close at this level. Risk reward's good. Yeah, why not? Why not? I think the risk reward's worth it.
Okay.
Risk reward's worth it.
Even if just back up to this level and see, take some risk off.
Yeah, I want to see it close above. I would like it to keep on driving. Because if this 30-minute can close as a bit of a rejection wick, then that's pretty nice. Hey Ive, how are you? Just gotta let time play out now. I'm not expecting much though, as well. Especially tomorrow's open. There's so much stuff going on with pound GDP and then CPI for the US, and just tomorrow's session, I think will be pretty crappy. Could be volatile, but the moves are, yeah, so much stuff going on. What was that?
Well, just broke 30, 2303. It's been sort of rejecting off it a bit. It's just finally bumped above.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh shoot. Oh man, I messed everything up. Damn it. I accidentally pushed symbol. Oh sorry, last, and I messed up all the order. Oh well, I'll fix it later. Come on, German, push. Needs to close above here. Really want it to start moving. Then the 30-minute can be closing at least bullish. I don't want it to keep on closing bearish. Otherwise, it could just be looking for more liquidity. I don't like that 15 minutes, the way they're closing. This one, just looking nasty.
I've just tapped out of that one.
What was that?
I've just tapped out and not liking how it's sort of forming.
Yeah, I'm not liking that either. Come on. All right, the last 2 minutes.
Look.
I think I'm just gonna close it. Yeah. I'm gonna yeah, I've closed everything. So don't want to mess around in this area. So lost a few pips on this one after it was up, and then this one it's basically lost 6, made 6. So I'm flat. I'm flat, but I'm just not interested in this area. If it goes up here, like it'll suck, but it's so slow right now that my safer zone is just up here, and that's the one I'm just gonna wait for. These are the ones that usually pay the bills. Sometimes we get that really nice push from it, but it's slow with 30 minutes in, and now this 30-minute candle. Like if it didn't pop now, the 30-minute candle looking a bit shitty. Just for me, I'm keen for it to be above here. But good luck if you're going to hold. But that's not for me. Not after last week having that. I really hate these taking losses on the streams. Especially when you get like a good day yesterday. I've been finding, especially last week, it was generally a good move in the London, like a fast move, and the next day was a slow move, and then there was a good move, and then there was a slow move, then there was a good move, and there was a slow move. Are you guys in anything? Are you guys going to hold it?
Yeah, I'm going to hold the long.
Mm-hmm.
I like your idea around entry above Frankfurt high, though. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's the one I'm pretty keen on.
Here it goes.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see it push. Because the last thing I want to see is it just really drop down. Because then it gives me a lot of pause for... Then it's like it becomes complicated. It means then like it invalidates everything I'm looking at. And then I'm going to have to wait at least until we get closer to New York to come up with an idea. But if we can maintain and hold, I really do want to hold onto the idea that we're going to make higher highs and higher lows leading into tomorrow. And then tomorrow, I think, where we pull back some. Looking at the higher time frame, it's kind of annoying just where we're at, like right in the middle of this area. Like if we are ranging inside this area, then we're right bang in the middle. And that's where it's just inconsistent movement. So I'm going to look for cleaner zones, and that for me, the only one, it's still a little bit choppy in here, but once we close inside the structure, I know this is a much higher probability.
I think if it breaks below the Asian low, there might be a better prospect of trading down today. Just looking at the structure, we're getting lower highs in the high time frames, and
yeah, I'd like it to be rejecting from here and then breaking that. Like if it rejects hard from here, then there's a good chance. But at the moment, I'm not sure what it's picked up, and it's just this like these little intraday volatilities. Pretty inconsistent when we've got big news tomorrow. Anyway, we'll see. It's all speculation. Important thing is having an idea and then backing yourself. That's the most important thing. But I think today's going to be thin thin because of the news that we have. So what have we got? We've got yeah, that it keeps on, for my eyes, that's a much cleaner zone. If we do close underneath the support, under the Asian low, then this area is a little bit risky. But we could be pushing down until, like, say this area. So there are some cleaner zones. Come on, keep going. I mean, the hour's looking pretty nice when you look at it. Hour tried to wick into this area, couldn't quite get there, left a bit of a gap. We've got we do have a support over here as well. This candle has come down, taken the no wick candle into this little gap, swept this liquidity. Now we're pushing back up again. Makes sense for the wick fill. And if we can actually get a decent close above it, then we can continue filling this space. So if the hour closed just like it is now, then I'd have I'd be thinking it makes a lot of sense for it to break the high, take this high, and then keep on pushing up into this zone. I think this area could be pretty problematic. The gap between this New York low and like the neckline. So I think this area makes a lot of sense as a target. Because I think there was a lot of orders here that held as a buy, as a support, finally broke through, acted as a resistance, and there would be a lot of people getting into this, especially this liquidity candle, that if it wants to hunt for liquidity, and we're creating these higher lows, higher highs, then it makes sense once we break above this high. It'd be good to see a lower time frame candle close above where my alert is, and then we can just finish the job for another little bit. But I think that looks fairly decent. While this is doing it, that thing, I'll look across. What's Nas doing? Nas, yeah, it's going to be especially today with such heavy news, I can imagine we just stay more range bound. So there could be some like taking the fake outs rather than the breakouts. Could be a decent idea until we get the New York session. Don't do that when we get the New York session. New York session, you'll get killed. But London and Asian, you can see they're fairly quiet days, sessions. For gold, we've been running up nicely since 22.90, since these Friday lows. Doesn't look like much, but this is like 200 pips from these lows to the highs. Got a little bit of structure down over here where we can consolidated. Now I've done a little retest. We've got clean candles, we've got an imbalanced candle. If price can, a clean zone would be, we've kind of already retested it, but any sort of closure above here, I'd prefer it to take one more tap and then be breaking above it and then target that candle's high for a scalping session. Good morning, Ivan. I think that would make a lot of sense, and then that would be also around 63 pips. So yeah, I think I'd like to see it. I'd like to see London for sure. Yeah, for sure. I'd like to see London try retest these lows and then close above here again. So I'm not going to set an alert just yet, but yeah, I think that's a good idea. Retest the support again. Retest the support, reject, and then if we can close above the key level, I think we can look for Asian high to be taken. But I want it to like sweep this low, grab liquidity for London to extend the low, and then London start breaking its own high. You got that sell? Oh, nice on Thai. There's no point me looking at pound yen. I don't look at. I've done no analysis on it, so not one I follow regularly. Sorry, buddy. Come on, keep pushing. Yeah, get out of this mess. Once we get out of this mess and we get up here, I think we're good. Anyway, while I'm going to wait for that, the Zoomers, I want to go through the stuff that I was working on last night, so we've got plenty of time for questions. So YouTube, this week's tough. Lot of news, so the trading conditions can be pretty sloppy. Wait for your clean zones. So the idea I'm going to leave with you, similar to the trade idea yesterday, was we had price came down into this area, gave like a nice little target, price consolidated for ages, and I was just saying wait for it to close back underneath this support and then look for the retest and then target towards that wick. You can always set your take profit just a little bit higher, just to ensure that you get the fill. Doesn't always wick down lower. Sometimes it doesn't quite get to the lows. So don't be greedy. Now the same thing for this one. It's a little bit different idea, but we've got a resistance up here. And look into the left. Look into the left. It's clear on the higher time frame, like on the 30-minute. But this area, this grey zone, where we've come down, create support, pushed up, create resistance, come down, create support. Once we close above that, then I'd imagine that we go back up to this next resistance over here. So I quite like trading inside of this zone rather than inside this zone, where you can see like it's just kind of going up and down, up and down. So a bit choppy. So if you are trading inside this zone, make sure you don't let it run for too long. Like, I took a little, it was up 10 pips, came down, just ended up cutting it for negative a few pips. This one here, yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to have held it, but I'm just happy to be break even inside this area and wait for the better zones, because this is pretty sloppy today. Don't want to get caught up these little intra-session volatile little moves. So yeah, alert above here. I'm not really keen on sells today for some reason. I don't particularly like trading inside of this area. So if we can get a move in, say, the next hour and a bit, closing above 18,550, then the retest long to me makes sense. And ultimately I'm looking for today to drift higher ahead of the FOMC. I know it's not the US pair, but it's pretty highly correlated. Then FOMC, I'm kind of thinking that they're pricing in something news, and then FOMC is going to go down, and then Thursday we might drift higher again. So just stay out of this like range. This area is looking crap, and it's just about picking up on these little moves early is what really helps. Zoomers, stay on. I've got plenty of stuff I want to go over now. So YouTube, good luck. Trade safe. Don't risk a lot today or tomorrow morning before FOMC. It's pretty crappy. Save your account. All right, I'm gonna bounce. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. All right, take care. Trade safe. Give the stream a like, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.